What's up, everybody? Gabe Spencer, another edition of the Scattered Chef. Hey, today, really cool, something special. It's always special, but you know, in those comments from my bean patty recipe that I made, I had a ton of you guys out there that were going, hey, can you make this out of something else? Can you make it out of potatoes? Well, guess what? The answer is yes, and that's what we're making today. It's a loaded mashed potato patty. Vegan friendly, except for some cheese, eggs, but it's close. You guys can admit that if you're vegan, but check this out. Let's dive in, get to the ingredients, get to cooking. All right, guys, ingredient time. Let's go ahead and dive in and get this stuff all mixed up. First things first, we're gonna need potatoes. Got 3 potatoes. We need green onions or chives, 8 ounces of sharp cheddar cheese, half a cup of flour, 2 eggs, bacon, and 3/4 cup of sour cream. So I'm gonna get all this combined up. We're gonna get some patties making. And these things are going to be awesome for definitely any sporting event or anytime you got some friends and family over. Let's jump into it. So on my potatoes, I don't need to get them peeled. If you want them peeled, you definitely can. I like to add the peels in there. Adds a little more color. Remember, uniform slices, uniform cubing. It's going to help everything cook way more even. All right, I've got my water just about to a boil. Go ahead and dump my potatoes in here. I like it to where the water just barely covers the top. I'm gonna let these cook for about 20 minutes or until they're really, really tender. So we're definitely gonna need, for these loaded potato patties, we need some bacon. Easiest way I found to make this, because instead of frying them up whole, I'm just gonna go ahead and chop up my bacon. Nice little bite-sized pieces. Got the skillet getting hot over there, because this is what I'm gonna put into my loaded potato patties. All right, so now I got this bacon nice and crisped up. I'm gonna go ahead and load it into a side bowl here, because once my potatoes, you can see them are really ginning back there in the back. All right, so potatoes are done. I'm gonna go ahead and get these strained into my KitchenAid bowl, skins and all. While that's super hot, I wanna go ahead and get my eggs cracked. Just put them right into the top. 2 eggs. This locked in here, start mixing up. We're just gonna basically make a basic mashed potato. Those eggs are gonna help bind all that together really well. Now, one thing with this is, unlike my normal mashed potato recipe, I don't need to add all my milk and my butter and all that, because it's gonna thin it down, and I need to make a patty out of this, so I need to make it thicker. I'm gonna use this for another recipe later on, so I'm not gonna use all of these mashed potatoes. You can kind of see the consistency that I'm working with. So we're gonna take this over to the cutting board, and we're gonna add the rest of all of our ingredients. All right, guys, so first things first, I wanna add more of my wet ingredients in, so I'm gonna add my sour cream to this. Give this a quick mix. I wanna kind of fold each ingredient in as I go, get it nice and incorporated in. Next, I'm gonna do my bacon pieces, bacon bits, right? Get our homemade bacon bits in there. Get that incorporated and mixed in. Next is our green onion. That's gonna give it a good bite and also a really good looking color. Nice, and now for our sharp cheddar cheese. This is gonna kind of bind it up as well and start thickening this mixture up. That's about half of it right there. See what we need. So with this recipe, it's not gonna be exact science, exact measurements on this. Just kind of go by feel and what it looks like to you. You think it needs a little more cheese, add more cheese. If you think it needs less, then don't add as much. When you mix it, it's gonna start getting a lot thicker. And I'm not adding salt to this because I've already got the cheese in there. So now I'm just gonna add some flour, dust a little flour over the top. If you guys watched my other video on my bean patties, this is kind of the same thing, except we're doing potatoes. And I had so many comments from everybody out there that wanted to see this done with potatoes. Well, here you go. All right, back to my manteca lard. You know, I'm a big fan of lard. I'm gonna let that melt down in there really quick. I'm gonna get to making these patties. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a little bit of flour on my hands. Get a nice little patty here. Now they're gonna puff up on you. So I've got a piece of wax paper here. I'm just gonna lay them on this wax paper. I mean, it looks really great. You can see all the color. You can see the bacon, cheese, some green onion. Can't really overdo it too much on the flour. I just really use it now to keep it from just sticking to me and the world. And I'm making them, you know, maybe chocolate chip cookie size, thickness, everything like that. That's what I'm kind of looking for. Add about 3 or 4 of these to the skillet at a time. So I got those 4 made. I'm gonna let that skillet heat up. I'm gonna show you guys how to cook these up, and they're gonna be whipped up really quick. And we're gonna start eating them. So let's get to it. Okay, so our grease is nice and hot. I'm gonna take a couple of these patties. So I'm just gonna add 4 of these in there. Now these are gonna cook really quick. Remember the potatoes and everything, they're already done. So just let them crisp up a little bit. We're gonna flip them, and that's it. It's gonna be over. I mean, we're gonna get to gnawing on them a little bit. Nice golden brown color to them. And when they fry up on this other side, they're gonna stiffen up quite a bit, and it's gonna be, just pick them up and eat them. There you have it, guys. Your loaded potato patties. You guys asked for it, I responded, I cooked it up for you. Guys, this was one of the best things ever. I had never made it before, actually, before I made it here. We just kind of whipped it up, and it turned out awesome. So I figured I'd go ahead and, you know what, send it. So that's it. Hope you guys enjoy it. My name's Gabe Spencer. This is The Scattered Chef, and I will see you guys on the next one.